Oh, hi. I know what a real comedy fan wants. You want to talk to real comedians just like me. So call now, 646-710-0949, and talk to real comedians in your area just like me. I know what a real comedy fan wants. I know all of their desires. So pick up the phone right now and call a comedian.
The hottest takes from the hottest comedians every Wednesday night live from the green room of the Stand Comedy Club in New York City.
If you're 18 years or older, comics are standing by to talk to you. You want to talk about current events, music, news, sports, life, boys, girls, make sure to call the Bathhouse.
Real comedians, real comedy, real fun.
Call in to the Bathhouse every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. 646-710-0949. Local charges may apply. Call now, boys. Is that too gay?
I mean,
pretty gay.
Yeah. Mild flat tank, nigga. Let's turn up. Look. Hey, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. And they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Then they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of The Bathhouse. Do me a favor before we get started. Just subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit like on the old like-a-roo button. This week, we are joined by, I'd say you're a show favorite at this point. This is what, your third, fourth time?
Really?
You've been on half the episodes.
Yeah, I've been on a lot. I didn't
Derek
know.
Drescher, everybody.
Thank you for having
Shout
me again,
out.
Danny.
Leo,
Bathhouse.
what's your last name? I don't know.
Confressi.
Mike.
Oh, fuck. I'm a little
They
slow.
didn't teach you how to use a
Okay.
microphone in prison?
Yeah, no. I got a GD, never learned.
I think
No electives.
Yeah.
Leo, and we got Aaron Putnam.
Aaron Putnam.
Aaron Putnam, welcome to the show. Okay, so there's one thing you guys need to know about the show. That is it, which is that it's a call-in show. People call in about all sorts of nonsense. You guys are allowed to hang up for any reason.
Okay.
At any moment. That's it. That's the only rule of the show. Is just like if you just don't like someone's whatever, you can just hang up. Okay. And then the phone lines are open if anybody wants to call in 646-710-0949. Okay, so we were talking right before this.
Yeah.
That a friend of ours just got robbed yesterday.
Yeah, a friend of ours.
I've never been robbed. Do you think it's because I'm like a very I'm a bit of a, not to like out myself, but I'm kind of like a bit of a bitch. But is it because I'm big?
You're a bigger
Yeah.
guy.
Or
You
yeah.
don't carry yourself as a bitch
Oh my
either.
God. Okay,
yeah,
we-
that's the thing. So
Yeah.
when you're looking for a victim, you usually want people slouching their shoulders,
Right.
looking
Yeah.
down,
Not making
walking
eye contact.
slow.
Yeah.
Right.
Walking
Okay.
slow.
We got a call already.
Oh, hey, let's
All
go.
right, let's see. Let's see what we got. So remember, you can hit that red button at any point. Welcome to the Bathhouse. Thanks for calling. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Brent.
Hey, what's up, Brent? How you doing, man?
I'm awesome. How you doing?
Oh, great. We were just talking about. You ever been robbed, Brent?
I've been on the show once. What did you ask me?
Some people get the weekend started a little early when they come
Have
to
you ever
Bathhouse.
been took?
This nigga.
Brent, you ever been robbed?
Oh, dude, I had the knockout challenge performed on me.
Do you know what getting
I remember
That's
that.
probably that explains his last answer.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't think he's drunk. I think
No,
he's
I think he
punch
just
drunk.
got knocked out.
All
He's
right,
never been
Brent.
the same.
Oh, I'm ready to be.
What happened? How'd you get in the? How do you know it was the knockout challenge and just not someone who didn't like you?
Okay, so I go to this college party,
Yeah.
and it's people younger than me. You know, I'm like 49. And
say
You were
49?
49
Anyways,
at the time, Brent.
yeah.
Yo,
Right.
Brent, real quick, can you describe how you look? Because maybe it was where you were wearing. You know, not to victim blame, but
I don't know. I'd probably look like a Neil Young.
Oh, Neil Young, fucking
Neil Young at a college party?
tassels hanging off your jacket, bro.
Tough look.
Damn. So you go to the party and there's young punks around, right? Mm-hmm. And they choose. Go ahead.
No, it was all girls. Like I was with my girlfriend and her girl that lived there.
So a girl knocked
And
you
then
out? Damn, you pussy.
everybody else is like little young girls. There was one dude there, and dude, I tried to be a good man. Like I had a bowl packed already when we showed up.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Right?
I was gonna ask you that. Did you have treats on, and you were flexing your treats?
Flexing your treats.
You're like, we don't want acid. We want some Molly, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you didn't have any Molly. No.
They knocked them out.
Dude, no, they were playing beer pong. Like, I was like, I'm too old for this. Like, y'all go
You were
ahead,
too old
right?
for that fucking party, dude.
Yeah,
you were not
dude,
too
my
old.
nigga.
Brent, you're 49,
No.
bro. What are you
49,
doing?
my nigga.
Dude,
Hold on. How old was your girlfriend, my nigga? Because you said you were 49. You went with your girl.
To a college party.
He's like, so
Oh,
anyways,
dude,
I
she
got this
was
girl in the
like-
room.
Come on.
Oh, no, she was like 28. Like, I had 14 years on her or whatever.
Okay, I
Yo,
respect
Brent,
it.
you packing heat, huh,
Yeah,
buddy?
yeah. You got the schlong on
No,
you, Tom?
I'm a player.
He said, I'm a player.
He a play.
you didn't hit that. You didn't hit that A very hard. He said, "I'm a player."
Yeah, that nigga, he sounded black for a second. Yeah, player, you know. We out here.
Damn, so explain.
So
do you
anyways-
remember getting hit?
Okay, let's set it up real quick. I show up to the party. I know I'm not playing beer pong. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I see the one guy who's hanging out with all these white girls. And I'm like, hey, dude, like, you want to smoke one? And, like, I had a bowl packed, ready to go. We got high. It was cool. And then, like, late at night, my girlfriend's being a bitch, and so is her friend.
Classic.
And I'm about ready to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm on the front porch smoking a cigarette, about to walk home, like, not far from my house. And, like, this guy comes out. After I smoked him up, he accuses me of stealing his weed because he had come out and showed me his giant bag of weed. I'm like, okay, cool. You got a giant bag of weed. But he followed me up the street and knocked me the fuck out.
That's not the knockout game.
I'm thinking of my
You were
head.
assailed.
My
Yeah,
nigga.
you just got assaulted.
Yeah,
this
you
is
just
what
had
happened.
beef, nigga.
He didn't actually have any real. He didn't have weed enough, and he like knew that you had some, and he complimented yours.
Yeah.
You
Now,
thought
Brent.
you thought he was laced, and then he fucking took
Nah,
your shit.
yeah.
Now,
So that's what it
Brent, let
sounds
me
like,
ask
yeah.
you, did you steal the weed?
Why would I steal his weed when I brought him weed to the party?
Right. Also, can I ask you, were your pants down after? Or you woke up good? You woke up good, my
No,
nigga?
dude, he did knock me the fuck out of
Like
nowhere.
one hit?
No, he got me on the ground and hit me 2 more times at least. I don't fucking know.
fuck.
Damn,
fucking
Brent, I'm
bitch.
sorry that happened to you, my boy.
Do you have a gun now or no? Are you still unarmed?
I got a gun right here, dude. I'll take it to a fucking college party with a bunch of girls.
That's why
right,
you get knocked out.
Petey.
Yeah, that's why you gotta keep. But listen, man, you keep that thing on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like you, Brent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brent, you're a good guy, Brent. But that's not the knockout game.
Yeah, Brent, you were just
not.
assaulted.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
that was just a good garden variety
Yeah.
assault.
Hey, man, those people don't know how to party. They're playing ping pong ball with their fucking beer cup.
That's how you know this nigga's old. Ping pong ball.
He goes, I ain't doing that.
Bro,
man.
this
I'll
is-
drink a beer, I'll smoke a bowl, but I ain't playing no ping pong
It's
ball.
literally Steve Buscemi from the
Yeah.
fucking meme.
Bro,
Hello,
this is what
fellow
you gotta do. You
teenagers.
gotta cut your hair, get like a starter jacket, and go back to the party,
Right.
a different person, and look for that guy.
Word.
I'm not
Bring
going
dinner.
to
Yeah,
the
have you ever
college
considered
parties
doing
no
some
more,
sort of
dude.
revenge?
That nigga's like a dog.
Yeah,
He's like,
Brent,
I'm never
where do-
going back.
Where do you live? Maybe we'll come avenge him.
Word.
Maybe
Where-
we'll.
Hey, dude, hey, man, the punchline to the story is this. Like, when I got done being knocked out, I
When I
came
was
to,
done?
and, listen, my girlfriend, like, came out, and she saw me laid out in the side of the road, right? And I told her what
Cancel
happened, and
Christmas.
she was like, Oh my God, no, you're gonna love this.
All right, go ahead.
She came out and she found out what happened, and she went back into the party and cussed everybody out and said, "My jacket's worth $500. What the fuck you think we're gonna steal your weed for?" And like,
It's like Joe
she
from
she made a mess. Okay, no.
Shut up, white bitch.
No, it wasn't like that.
Give us the code now, nigga.
No, let me get to the punchline.
All right,
bitch.
my bad.
Like, so,
White devil, bitch.
we're
No, all right, my bad.
okay. So me and my girl are walking home, and right where I got knocked out, he had let his cell phone fall out of his pocket, right?
Oh.
Classic.
And so my girlfriend saw it first. She was like, "What the fuck?" And so we smashed the fuck out of his cell phone, and like the next day he's like, "Where's my cell phone?"
Really? Why didn't you like rack
He got black.
For real, dude.
Where my cell phone, dog?
What
I
was
would have
it?
been calling China. I've been racking up the charges on that thing. You
Dude,
guys just smashed his phone?
What
Dude, we
ethnicity was he?
we had fun smashing that cell phone like he had fun smashing my face.
Right.
Fuck that guy.
Right.
Are you
Good
guys still
shit,
together?
What?
You and the girl still together?
Fuck no, dude. She's from Jersey, man. Fuck those bitches.
Where are you from?
New York?
South Carolina, dude.
That's
I
what I
told
thought.
y'all before.
From Buford? Buford, South
No,
Carolina?
upstate, like Clemson.
Oh shit.
Like I always like university towns, man.
Sounds like it.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're on
listen,
his make, dude.
Brent, for real.
They get
How many charges have you had for roofing?
Oh, dude, I got roofie once.
What's your favorite
No,
line for
for
Daisy
real,
Grace?
dude.
Wait, you got roofied?
No,
You roofied
somebody
yourself
put
by
some in
accident.
my drink at
roofing.
at a bar one night. Dude, I've been to jail 4 times overnight. That's all.
Okay.
But like one night, it was because somebody fucking put like a Loratab or whatever the fuck they do to your drink.
I don't know what the fuck that
Yeah,
is.
dude, I lost 2 hours and I made it home in my car, but
you
I
had a
drove
sore
over
asshole,
a fence
too,
on the
right?
way, dog.
What? Why are dudes roofing dudes?
To fuck him in the ass.
Yeah, is that like
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer shit?
No,
Just Jeffrey Dahmer?
it was an older lady. Like I thought I could trust her. I left my beer in the bar for a
Good
minute.
for them.
Facts.
Honestly,
They're
good
taking
for
their power back.
ladies for fucking to really turn the tables. And
How
start
the tables
roofing
have turned.
dudes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I dislike about this
No,
generation.
she got me
You
good,
can't just
dude.
roofie a bitch anymore.
Because
They
you
wanna
turned her down, bro.
Leo with his kids these days.
with these kids.
I know. I don't go to bars no more hardly.
Fucking Brent came out hot.
Brent
boy.
came out.
Brent, you.
All right, Brent. Appreciate you, man. Just let's get you in the concussion protocol just to
Yes.
make sure you're all good. But thanks for calling.
Go
in,
to
dog.
CTE.com, Brent.
CTE.
Yo.
That's funny as fuck.
This is kind of so Gavin, right? I see
Yeah, so, what
Gavin.
happened? Yeah, so our friend of ours got robbed last
So
night.
we all know Gavin is a little squirrely,
Yeah.
right?
He's Canadian.
Gavin's
Yeah.
always like, "Hey, man."
You are too.
I am.
Yeah, but Gavin's from Vancouver. It's
Oh.
a different part.
Different type
That's
of Canada.
Pussyville?
It's very. Yeah. So you don't have a lot of sun
get
over
or
there.
B. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's one of them.
So he's a little more has a little more nervous energy than usual,
Yeah.
and I could I'm
He's
around
got
him
that
all the time.
wildflower energy. A
Yeah,
little bit.
he's
Like
like-
he's quiet. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm quiet.
So he's like, yeah, like I don't want to do 10, maybe 12. Light
Right,
me
right.
at 8.
Like he eats bitches out
Girls
for
love
nothing in
that shit.
exchange.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just want to. He's like, I just want to eat your pussy.
Hey man, I just want to taste it.
I'm gonna go over in the corner in this. So anyway,
Hey, can you fuck my bitch at a bar?
Yeah.
Hey man,
I just really want to watch you fuck my bitch, man. Anyway, so
While I
see-
juggle in the corner.
While I juggle, he does look like a juggler.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll play the violin sadly, nigga.
sorry, everybody, you gotta know him. So I see him and I go, "Yo, is everything all right?" I could tell you look upset. He goes, "Man," he goes, "I got robbed." I go. I had to hold in my laugh so hard because of how he said it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Where were you?" He was like, "Right around the corner."
No.
We got robbed around here.
Right here, right here, coming off the train station.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Did you ask him if the guy had anything? Was he?
he.
Just,
So
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was like, "Well, did he have anything?" He goes,
and he still.
He's like, "I don't know, a knife."
Oh.
He goes, so he didn't know. He's like, he had something. He had something, but I was like, I told Gavin, I'm like, you did the right thing. Yeah. Because if you
You don't want to find out if the guy's got.
If you feel
a
weapon in your gut,
especially if you know you got $20 on you, and that's gonna end this. Like,
they tell you to carry $20 on you in case someone tries to rob you.
I told him, I go,
Really?
yeah.
I never heard that.
Wow. Yeah, no,
honey, I'm just gonna grab some money for the potential robbers just to carry around.
that is an actual older thing, like the 40s and the 50s and the 60s.
But what if you don't have $20? They
You're
go, well, I
fucked.
gotta
What, you
stab you
just
now.
have a little bit of money, like $5 in your wallet, and just be like, I'm broke?
Yeah.
That reminds me of that old Rashad joke. He's like, the Puerto Rican, don't try to rob an old Puerto Rican man. I got $5. That's it.
And you got to come to the
You
house.
follow me home, Papa. Give me the $5.
But I told Gavin, I'm like, don't wear them orange sneakers no more because you fucking stand out. And that's what the fuck.
Yeah. He got robbed.
And Gavin, you know he's not making eye contact with me.
Yeah.
You know he's like this.
He's like, what happened?
I feel like if you wore headphones, like you can't get robbed.
Hey, Glory.
Yeah, because you just ignore it.
Yeah, we
One of those.
got a call.
Another caller?
Yeah.
Hello, thanks for calling Bathhouse.
What's up?
What's happening,
Eric from
cuz?
Westlake, Wisconsin. How's it going?
Can you turn down the thing in the back?
Sorry,
It's
what?
like
The
the
radio
radio
in
in the back. It's just like it's like the 80s. You got it because we can hear you.
Yeah, you got to turn it all the way down.
Yeah, because
bro.
then
Yeah.
we can. Yeah.
Is that better? I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
have
better.
anything
It's just
on,
gotta
but I was
be
using
off.
my headphones.
Yeah,
so.
dude.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right,
I was
well-
using my headphones. I don't.
All good.
Sorry, I got robbed.
Oh.
No.
When I was in high school,
Oh.
I was
Sounds
going
like Gavin, doesn't
to
It does sound like Gavin.
Gavin,
Yeah. Do you
What's
sound
your
like
name? Say your name again.
Eric.
Erica?
Yeah, that's very robbable name.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
sound
100%.
like a victim.
Hey, nigga, you got victim
Yeah.
energy.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bright idea. When I was in high school, I got into selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Terrible idea.
I don't know why
Anyway,
he said
so
it black
one
too.
of
All
these.
these niggas, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Shammy? All right, my bad.
Go ahead, Eric.
So I
My
was
bad.
slinging with my boys.
So I went to sell this guy a 20 bag, and he was getting into the back of my car, and he just like kind of slowly like slid me the money, and I was like, oh, okay. And I turned around to talk to him, and he had like opened the door, and he was just gone. I looked down, he hit me with a film, like a bill for like, it's like a fake $20 bill, like that you buy at like an amusement park or something.
Yeah. So yeah, you
And so I
weren't.
get out of my
Was it
car.
green or
You
was it-
weren't. You weren't
It was
robbed.
green.
Eric, you weren't
It
robbed.
was green.
You weren't robbed. You were beat.
Finessed?
You were finessed.
I
You
was
were beat.
finessed.
Yeah, you got beat. Yeah.
Oh.
Robbery
Yeah,
is
yeah.
when it's
Okay, yeah.
physically taken. From
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's fair, yeah.
You. Yeah. But I
My
mean, it's
bad.
still. Did you know this guy? Was he a regular? Who the hell does that for weed?
I loosely knew him. He was like a friend of a friend, and so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll sell him, $20
Yeah,
a
that's
weed.
not even a lot
It's
of
not a
money.
big
Yeah.
deal.
Is that a gram?
Right, you would think he. I mean, I would like gram and a
I'd
half,
rob you if
know?
that was you're charging $20 for a fucking gram. I'd be like, that's
No,
I'm with the
gram
finesse
and a half,
one.
closer to 2.
I have a feeling that this gentleman was black. Was he black?
Whoa,
No, he was like
Derek, that's racist.
He was
I know,
mixed.
I know.
He
He
was,
was
but I don't
mixed.
think he
He's
was.
mixed.
I don't think he had, but not black mixed, like
So he was,
Asian and
like,
something
half-
else or
Oh,
something.
Asian mix? So the Asians are finesse? Yeah, that sounds very Asian.
Because of
though.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
Staten Island,
him with
motherfucker.
the liquid swords.
See, protect your neck.
So,
Got everybody
but-
protecting the neck.
Yeah. Anyway, like a couple of years later, this dude like got fucked up and drove the wrong way down the highway, and he collided with another car and like killed like 3 people and himself.
Did he die? Oh, he died too.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
what you get
he
for,
died too.
That's
For
what you
taking
get
the
for
20, your whole life goes down the
Hey,
drain.
I mean, no, it's not a good situation, you know. There are three other people, you know. So I don't.
Bro, but that's karma though.
Nah, but niggas
What
got
did those
everything.
three people do?
A little bit.
You know what I mean?
What was the
Hey,
karma for those
I
3
don't know.
people?
I don't know about them. I didn't check in on them.
Yeah.
So
If you
Yeah.
really want to get
Yeah.
robbed, cook up some crack. For $20,
Okay.
someone will kill you. For that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
yeah, I'm
joking.
living out in
Stay-
rural Wisconsin, so there's a market for that.
What do you do now, Eric?
I'm working at a cabinet factory, and I'm just doing like jujitsu every day.
Oh yeah, you called in about meeting friends a couple weeks ago. right?
Yeah,
Last week?
I didn't have much to say.
Yeah, you were.
The
What
last
was
time
it?
I
You were
called
trying to
in.
find a. You were like you moved to Wisconsin for like a jujitsu school.
Yeah, so there's
What?
this gym. So this guy
Out of Brazil?
who used to teach jujitsu in the no, actually none.
this guy used to teach jiu-jitsu in the Twin Cities. He's a world champion at brown belt. Moved back out here, and he's got a gym he's doing. So, yeah, I've been training under him for about a year and a half.
What belt are you?
How's that been going?
I'm a white belt right now, but I'm testing for my blue belt this weekend.
Eric, do you ever think that you wish that you could get back to that time when that guy robbed you? Just you could be like, with all your jujitsu now,
Choke him out.
fuck him
Well,
up.
here's the thing. I didn't even I basically heard the door open in my car and he was gone.
Well,
like I got out immediately and I did he must have parked in like an adjacent parking lot and just I don't know. I didn't even see where he went.
I think you
I couldn't have got my
smart.
hands on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you were smart though. You were being a good drug dealer. You passed what he passed what you
No,
thought.
he wasn't being smart.
Was
So
it?
listen, when I
No, please.
Listen, let me tell you something from a nigga that sold drugs
Please.
for a long time. You always
Please.
want the dude to sit in front of you.
Yes.
And you don't let another person in the car. It's only one person at a
Never
time.
let anybody get
Right.
behind you that you don't know.
Never. Because when we...
Because
Yeah,
if
that
I would
was
have got
my first
behind you,
mistake.
if I would have got behind you, I would have taken your bean too.
Yeah, your beam would have got gone, dog. You heard? You would have got gently kissed, nigga. You
know what?
heard?
Yeah.
And
You
your
would have
bean
been
taken.
sucking on your neck. You would have left with hickeys and a sore asshole.
I'm not gonna lie, I barely have any idea what you guys are talking about.
We're talking jail talk, street talk.
But Derek practiced safe sex, so you'd have a condom hanging out of your ass. Just a fucking magnum just dragged out of the side. No, he's not a rapist.
You know what's weird though? When I lived in New York, I bought drugs from people, and they always have me get in the back of the car.
Fuck that.
Really?
Who are
Yeah,
these
yeah,
people?
no, I
They're
didn't
like,
even
I don't
think of
know
it.
them. They just call them and
Dude,
they.
one time... All right, so one time my boy...
Oh, bro, if
God.
somebody did that, I would start salivating.
Yeah, bro, so
But
allegedly...
I've been referred to
Where's the
them by
camera?
like friends, I guess.
Oh, that's
so
yeah.
I
We
guess
ha-
it's not like a
even-
Yeah, well, that was the
we
situation
used to
with this
have
guy.
A reference-based system, and we still didn't do that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like,
because you're
you
smart.
remember the delivery services though? Back
Yeah,
in
I
the
did.
day?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
So
delivered.
718, I still get texts from this guy when they're like, "Yo, bananas are on sale." Molly came to town, like talking like in that
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
language.
yeah.
But they would just come to your crib and he'd whip out the jack with the thing I got.
The jacket?
He looked like
The
a guy
jacket?
from America. He'd be like, you know, he's like, I got fly hygiene. I got, crazy. But they would never get in your car. You didn't have to.
Yeah.
Never. Like, one time my boy got, like, this guy finessed him for, like, 10, 20 racks of weed, though. We sold him some plates. And then my boy was like, come win the car with me. And my boy gets in the front. I got in the back. I got a gun on me.
Yeah.
Fully loaded.
Right now.
Safety off. Allegedly. That was in my past.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No. And
Allegedly.
I told my boy, I was like, give me the word. Like, he knew. I was like, if you give me the word, I'm going to kiss that nigga in the neck, nigga. Yeah. Deadly hickeys and sore butts, nigga.
Look in your ear.
Yeah, nigga, you like that? Nah, man. You like neck kisses, nigga?
What would be worse than getting robbed and sexually assaulted at the same time?
I guess
mean,
getting
God.
shot in the neck afterwards.
Probably coming while you got raped.
I'd be like, shoot.
And robbed.
They hit that fucking button up in your asshole.
He's like,
Let me tell you, we're about 20 minutes into the show, and I've already decided I'm not going to hit the old monetization button on this ad.
I'm
on this
sorry.
No, I don't care. No, I actually
Oh,
don't
it's
care.
going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's all good. It's like literally cost me 4 cents.
Yeah. Yo, first two guests coming in hot. Fucking Eric and
Super
Brent.
hot. All right.
All right.
I guess this shows
Good talking to you, Danny.
Later, buddy. Thanks for calling in, dude. All right.
The convicts have taken over the show.
I love it. I fucking love it. I'm not gonna lie. Some of my favorite television is all revolving around just like all that shit. Like,
Crime in jail, right?
Yeah, I love it. I don't know. Have you seen? You know that guy Sam Bankman-Fried?
Yeah.
That dude. So you know he's in one of the. So he went from being in a. He was worth 45 days ago $30 billion. Was living in a $40 million penthouse, and he's now in one of the 5 worst jails in the world.
Really?
In the Bahamas.
Oh, he's in the Bahamas. That's right.
He's in the Bahamas.
What he got called for? Like,
He stole like tons,
Yeah.
like
And the
tons of
Bohemians,
money.
they don't fuck around with like you break.
They
the
only
law
have
there.
one jail.
Yeah.
There's only one jail there.
So the jail
And
and the
it's-
prison is the same building.
It's one.
Yeah.
It's the whole island has a single. It's called Bay Hill.
He's got conch and
And
cock for the rest of his life.
Well, it's funny because he's. They were saying that he was going to fight extradition, and then yesterday at his hearing, he literally goes, "I can't go to jail there because I'm vegan and I'm depressed."
You better start trading those honey buns for Lexapro, motherfucker.
Oh my
You
God.
see when the commissary's like, I need some Lexapro.
Commissary. I don't know. Bahamas
You gotta be
jail.
Prozac.
Commissary.
It's brutal. I was just down there. It can be. That's definitely they don't.
They don't fuck around.
Really?
No. I was reading an article about some guy who said that he was in that jail for like selling drugs or whatever, and then he was like, yeah, it's like he's like you shit in a bucket.
Yeah.
They don't even have like toilets. It's
Yep.
like they're
Oh
all.
my
It's
God.
like you literally shit in a bucket. Like you can get any drug you want in there
Oh.
because it's like Bahamas. But he's like,
You
Sam
shit in a
Bankman,
bucket?
guy doesn't
Probably,
want-
they have guns inside the prison, I would imagine. And
Yeah,
grenades
my
and shit
boy
like
is
that.
locked up in a Dominican prison right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
Did you ever get
had
to talk to him?
Yeah, I talked to him. He got caught with 7 keys.
Bro, some of these prisons, like these in these third world countries, not saying DR is a third world country, they'll have like
100% it is.
they'll have like
I think if we look it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Bro,
100%. 80% of the poverty is crazy out there.
They'll
One
have
German
like
business guy buys the whole island for a week and like buys all the women. It's brutal down there. I'm like, the kid is right here.
Yeah.
He's fine.
It's fine.
His wife, the mom works for me.
Yeah.
they'll have like
Yeah.
javelin missiles though, bro. They'll have like anti-tank fucking
For the
weaponry.
prisoners?
The prisoners will have grenades.
and do what with that?
Dude.
Well, blow a nigga up.
Yeah.
I saw that in Panama
Gladiator?
too. Like
Yeah.
on the flight back, you'd hear all these people screaming from the jail. But little white dudes will go down there like Americans and hustle drugs. And when they get locked up, when they finally do let them go, there was a guy on the plane with me coming back into Newark, no shoes on, like they had nothing. They put him on a plane, no ID. I don't know if someone was picking him up, but yeah.
I'm sure he was
Whoa.
fucking happy
They
to
asked
get
him
out
when
of
he
there,
wanted
though.
something. He was like, whatever you got. Like, you know what I mean? It was sad. But
It
yeah,
was
you don't fuck
fucking-
around down there, dude.
No.
So
No, I had this guy. I'm not a friend, but a guy who I knew in Toronto. There was, you know, that band Fish.
Yeah.
So they were playing in Mexico every year. They play like four days.
What is fish? Fish?
Fish? They're a band. They're like a jam
Oh,
band.
Troy
yeah,
Anastasia,
yeah,
Rock band.
Anastasia.
Trey Anastasia or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Send it,
this
Trey.
dude went from Toronto. I don't know. Nobody knows what he's thinking. I haven't spoken to him, but I have one friend who did. He went down there to this concert because all like just Americans, whatever, Canadians, people go down there, and he brought so many fucking drugs with him. Like not to do. He brought drugs to sell, like everything.
Out of his mind.
And he just like got to the airport, and they're like, "Yeah, what's in your bag?" They open it up, and they caught him. And then so he was in Mexican jail, right? And then they basically said to him, where they're like, "So you know, they I guess they do some sort of thing where they're like, look, you know, you can buy your freedom for like, I think they told him 400 grand."
Yeah.
And he just like didn't have it. So I don't even know what happened to him. Like he still legitimately like might be there. Like he wasn't a close friend of mine,
Oh, he might. You know, I almost went to Mexican jail. I just went there
but when?
the other day, like a month ago.
You almost went to Mexican jail a month ago?
Yeah.
Should we pick up this call? Or
Yeah,
should,
pick that
So
up.
okay.
there's a prison
Hold on,
in
we're gonna pick up
Puerto
this
Rico.
call. Hold on,
All right.
we'll see. But put a pin in that.
White Power Associated.
What's up? Thanks for calling the Bathhouse. How's it going?
Yo, okay. So, y'all were talking about like the SBF thing.
Yeah,
with,
SBF
like-
is the guy we were talking about in Bahamas.
Right.
So, how does it feel that like conspiracy theories these days are like impossible to explain to like a regular person?
I don't. I don't. What do you mean? I don't know. I think they're.
Yeah.
I believe them shits.
Yeah. I mean,
You
so
do?
many of them have
I
come
want
true.
to believe.
Okay. I don't believe a lot.
No,
of
I mean no, because no, I mean so like the SBF thing or like the FTX thing, like how crazy it is. It's like this random autistic guy who's
I mean, it's
from,
true.
like fucking MIT.
Yeah, he's like this genius dude he gave all this money to all the political parties. He's got to now give all the money back, or they have to give the money back.
Biden's
they're
gotta give it back.
they're pissed.
They're not happy. Like
Oh.
Joe Biden's got to
Yo,
cut a check for
imagine
40
getting
mil.
fucking-
Whoa!
Biden's like, what's the vig on that? He's like,
I bet she's awake now.
You can say whatever, dude. You
Yo,
do, dude.
imagine getting finessed from a retarded dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
did you? By the way, I was just like, hold on a second.
A retarded nigga got you?
Leo,
Stupid.
you have said so much crazy shit on this show so far, and then you just have to go be like, hey, is it okay if I say retarded?
Covered the mic too.
Yeah. Pardon me, sir? No, because you know I'm political. You know I'll
I mean,
stab you,
it's
but
the
I'll be
hard
like,
R, right? It's like the
sir, are you
autistic hard R.
just say 13
That's-
chromosomes.
I love that. That's your like thing. You go, is this okay?
I'm like, what's your pronoun before I stab you?
Yeah.
All right, nigga. Yeah.
Faith Emma's, you know.
Yeah, because I'll either call you a nigga or a bitch, you know? So I need to know what to call you.
That's so
I'm
funny.
political.
Is it okay?
Bro,
Say anything, yeah,
that's
yeah.
good. Make a note of that.
Listen, man, I'm a genius. Nah,
But yeah, I don't know. The conspiracy theories, so they just a lot of them come true. Some of them don't, but they're fun. They're fun.
No,
regardless.
like so. so like, 10 years ago, you'd be able to say like 9/11 was a conspiracy, and it's like, oh yeah, totally conspiracy. Like jet fuel, steel beams, but like you get a little bit into it, and like you can explain it pretty easily, or you could like defunk or like whatever it pretty easily. But now in order to explain like this FBF shit, you have to have like a mathematics degree.
I don't think you do. He literally stole $8 billion. He just like
$8 billion.
Yeah, dude. Oh, at
A
least.
fucking Momo stole
I know,
$8
but
million.
explain this like a regular person, right? So like
dollars, $8 billion.
Bro,
Yeah,
crooks are different nowadays, man.
Dude, and it's like,
Dude, when I was young, it was
he's,
a little.
you know what he's been saying too? He goes, he's like, he just keeps saying, yeah, I fucked up. Like, I lost track of it, and I'm sorry.
Oh,
and he keeps saying like he thinks he can turn it around, but he can't. Like,
Let me out. I'll turn it around.
No,
I'll get to the
it's like
money.
a gambler mentality.
But listen, if you stole $8 billion, what did he spend it on?
So he
still
probably
needs it.
dropped $300-400 million on property in the Bahamas.
He bought the whole. He bought the whole
a bunch
Bahamas.
of it. Literally, dude. He gave
Gambling.
So he made a
And
bunch of
the-
investments, a lot of like crypto trading. He
he
lost
probably
money.
lost a ton.
Dude, he probably gave $200 million to various politicians.
Jesus Christ.
In order to like grease them.
yeah, like
so
those
that,
politicians in the Bahamas, like
Right,
you
right.
know, the
Politicians in the
coconut
Bahamas,
stock, and,
politicians.
like
Dude,
sandal
the
stock.
day this scandal came out, they had $380 million just like disappear. Like it's like so the sum of money is so high that you're like it becomes like laughable. You're like,
Yeah, it was some of
380
it
just
from
gone.
him. Because the thing is, when that money's around, even though it's $8 million, whatever, that's because some people sold it for 25 instead of 100. So he was paying back. Money was lost. It was
he
never, was just virtually there.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
right?
Well, it was basically like it was a whole shell thing, but like this one company was losing all this money, and then they were taking it out of this other company, paying it back, and they kind of caused this like run on the whole
Yeah,
thing.
but
and then
listen how you're explaining that. Like you have to explain this like.
Well,
it
it's a
was
complicated
company.
dude. The
Yeah, I don't
so
know,
you know Enron.
Yes,
Okay.
I remember Enron.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
okay,
no,
can I
yeah,
say
'cause the
something?
guy
Enron
came
Crypto
in-
was the new
Wait,
Enron.
From over in Canarsie, Enron.
Enron.
Hey, yo, who you talking about? Which Enron? Lil Foot? You talking about Lil Feet?
I got off the F train, so the I'm out here in Canarsie.
You talking about Enron with the pink hair, nigga? Who you talking about?
I know him. He's at the rave. He got whistles.
Hey, he got the best Molly, nigga.
But the guy, so the guy who is now handling this company was the guy who took over Enron when they were like, that was the biggest fraud in American history. And he goes, this is way worse. He's
Really?
like, way worse. He's like, way more confusing. This guy's like, his job, this guy charges $50,000 a day to be dealing with this shit. And he's
Really?
like, it's way crazier
Who
than
was
Enron.
the guy that was on Schultz on Flagrant that was explaining it all? That guy they had a guest that was breaking.
Pomp?
Yeah, he was.
That guy got paid fucking $20 million by
say-
this dude. That's where $20 million of this $8 billion
he
went
got
to.
shut-
He's Pomp. And then Pomp comes on there and has the nerve to be like, yeah,
So
shit
he's full of
happens.
shit.
And you're like, well, I mean, Pomp's gonna have to pay that money back.
So everybody got greased.
Yeah, and everybody who got grease is gonna have to pay that
Yeah.
money
Wait,
back.
wait,
There's
are you-
one guy that's
how?
like, "Fuck you, pay me." There's one
Yeah.
guy that like gave somebody a little money, like, "I'm getting my money back."
Yeah.
No. Like legally, like everybody
Wait,
has to
how?
give the
Who's
money
gonna,
back.
How?
Like this is what happens. The U.S. government goes, hey, so you got paid out by a company
By an illegal.
that was a fraud,
Right.
So that was never your money.
Right.
So if you went and spent all that money, the U.S. government's like, that sucks. You have to pay it back.
No way.
I would tell them to
Yeah,
suck
yeah.
my dick.
I would tell them to,
Yeah,
suck
I
my
mean,
dick
they'll
from the
fucking
back.
lock you up. I don't know.
I blame legals.
Just put it on Alex
put
Jones'
LLC together. I got an LLC.
I tell the FBI guy
Legal
to suck my dick, and he's like, "All right, let's fight."
All right.
And that's what it comes down.
Yeah, in jail, suck my dick is a big offense.
I've heard.
Imagine that's what it comes down to, though. You tell the FBI, "Suck my dick," and the
It's
guy's
not
like,
even the FBI. It's like some just like you probably get a letter from the IRS and they go, "Hey, like it's like the Madoff thing. Like you know the Madoff thing.
Well, everybody killed themselves, right?
No. Well, the Madoff and I think well, no, he died of cancer. One of the sons killed himself.
Right.
But every person was made whole.
Really?
From
Wait,
Madoff.
no, they didn't.
Yes, because what happened?
Well, and
is,
this is
Yes,
So this
because-
is in Bahamas, right?
This is no, but the thing with Madoff
like, this
is
could be like
is
the-
so say you're like one of the OG Madoff people, right? So you gave him $1 million in 1989, and he's paying you out $200K a year,
Right.
Right, and then this thing goes bust in 2000. What was it? 8?
Yeah. Right,
So you've been getting paid $200,000 a year for fucking
mad
30
long.
years or 20 years. They come to you, go, we want all that money back.
Gee,
What about the million people who lost?
What about the million you're out for? Do
No,
get-
you get to keep
Wait,
your
okay.
million.
Okay, can I say who gotta pay them out? Because if you got finessed, I don't gotta pay you.
What?
You know, like, oops.
Yeah,
But-
no, you
but
do because
the
the
government
money that you
uncles-
Don't
got
worry, it's
paid
your
off was
taxes.
never yours.
They follow the money all the way back.
Yeah, so they go, you got paid out all these years.
Right.
That
But-
money was from a
okay,
fraud,
but-
so you now owe all that money
Robbing
back.
Peter to pay for Paul.
Yeah.
But like, I don't get like, okay, so like if I
Leo,
scam
you got to give the money back. He's like, no.
Look, you got a money.
my
Like in
nigga,
your
that's crazy,
It is.
bro. I made an investment. Can I keep at least my 200?
Yeah, no, you get
It's, like,
your
crazy.
like the money
man,
that you put
Enron
in. You
gave me
get to
that
keep.
200 million. Enron gave me that 200 million. I'm keeping it. Enron said I could have it.
Yeah. That's what.
So they're like, that's
Enron is a real
okay.
dude, though. That's what I was trying to tell you guys before. Enron
No,
is
but like,
a,
so
you
he's,
can find them in
he's in the
Marcy.
He's got a
Bahamas.
bagel shop in Canarsie. That's where he
No,
is.
like SBF is in the Bahamas, and like this is so it was the FBI, right? Was it the American FBI or like the Bahama FBI?
It wasn't. No.
Yeah,
they
It
pull
was
up
the
with
Department
one
of
FBI,
DOJ,
There's no-
Department of
oh.
Justice, like, but it was the Bahamas, like whatever the
So,
DOJ.
you guys know
Yeah,
when
so they pull up with some sandals. They got their like, you know, they got their dreads in.
Yeah. Guan. What's
Hey,
the money
man,
at?
First of
we
all,
got you
Bohemians don't
done and
look like
robbed the wrong people.
People. Bullet.
Body boy.
Oh, he's
So the thing that's
They tried
wild
to grease
is
their
this.
palms.
Bernie
Not
Madoff
good damn mom.
walked into prison. He walked into the tier and he got a standing ovation.
No. Really?
They used to call him Uncle Bernie. Yep, they loved
Yo,
him.
you know he got into a fight in there, right?
No.
He scrubbed some nigga up.
No.
Yeah.
Bernie
yeah.
Madoff beat
Look
somebody
it
up.
up.
He
Yeah.
fucked an old pedophile up.
He's
He's
like-
He
Did
got
he
into a
really?
fight with some nigga. I don't
That's
know if it was
hilarious.
a pedophile, but they fought. They
Dude,
fought.
if Bernie Madoff
probably-
was a
it probably wasn't the black guy.
65, 70-year-old man shows up to prison.
The black guys loved him.
And then he started. Well, so I know Martin Shkreli, and Martin Shkreli said that they loved him in
Yeah,
prison.
yeah.
They loved him.
Yeah,
He's-
standing
he's-
ovation when he.
He's
won.
like he hung out like he was. Well, he also said that he was greasing everybody though. He was
You
like,
saw some bread on him.
well, he had lots of money, so he would like. Fill
Yeah,
his-
he was, like,
his
running
commissary. So he was
yeah.
giving everybody
It's
like
crazy how it-
chocolate,
You know,
all that shit. I
hey
don't know.
nigga, protect me for some chocolate.
That's what he said. That's what he said,
I
man.
got you with some Snickers.
That's what
That's
it is.
literally what he said. I don't know.
Do you
Bro,
want to
if
know
you
what crazy?
control food while you're locked up, you have power.
Food and drug.
You have guys that
He wasn't
will-
a drug guy, but he was like,
No,
you know.
Yeah, but bro,
But
it's
you know
hard
he
to
didn't
eat
get caught with all
sometimes.
that money.
No, well, I mean, the government. He's still waiting for it, but the government took like I think he said 70 million from him. He's waiting to get it back.
Really? In prison, it's hard to eat sometimes. Like the regular 3 meals that you eat is not enough. So if there's a guy or somebody that can,
Is it literally just 2,000 calories a day?
It's
Like
the,
they kind of
it's
they
the
straight
New
up say-
York State bare minimum. It says that in every single prison handbook.
'Cause I
That's
hear,
when you read
hear
it.
that so many people say that when you go to prison you get fat.
You
Is
do.
It, is it just because
you're
everybody's
eating
just like
ramen and honey
because
bun.
you're eating all the
because of the commissary,
commissary
shit.
shit, yeah.
If you eat just what they're serving you, I feel like you're gonna look like a prisoner of war.
Oh, yeah,
You'd be
yeah.
like emaciated and shit,
No,
right?
no. When I was in jail, I got stocky.
Did you have commissary though?
No, I barely had commissary. I
How-
had like some Snickers.
You didn't have a comma in your commissary.
No, I had mad.
Yo, you probably had that Glock dookie. You were robbing people. You were going up in
No,
their
no,
cell.
man.
like,
I was in shape.
Hold up. Give me that. Spin their ass.
All right, I'm hanging up on him later.
Take care, buddy. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you got a little.
3 good callers in a row.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're always
you guys
good
are
callers.
good,
yeah.
You know, we had that one episode where we prank called nonstop.
Every
and then-
every.
But I think it was one guy who was just prank calling us the whole time.
You're saying about like prison though, it's crazy. Like people that when they were out, they're dealing with like cars and all that shit, and they get into prison and they're still haggling for different shit. Like
Yep.
I dragged this dope fiend out of a hotel to take him to rehab once, and he had just got out of prison too, and he had a big Ziploc baggie, and it looked like a cork almost. I go, what the fuck is it? He goes, yo, this is prison snacks. I go, all right, you're not in prison now. But he had little Debbie's, and they take that and ho-hos, and they mold it all together.
Dude,
So it's
I love
little
those
pieces of
TikToks,
it.
the prison where they're on the outside or whatever, but they're like, I just make all the food. Like here's like all the stuff I used to make, and they make like the burritos.
Oh, yeah,
Where
that
they,
guy
like,
is great.
My boy did it with ramen soup, and he's like, "Oh, these are burrito ramen soup." I was like, "Yo," and I was excited.
And
Trash.
Ramen burrito? Yeah.
Trash.
Nah, my
Like a little
boy.
of it, the ramen's crunchy for a little tortilla feel.
Yeah. All right, we got a call here. Hello.
Yo, Danny.
What is happening? Who am I speaking with?
It's Daren from Vancouver Island.
Daren from Vancouver Island. How's it going, man?
Good.
So what's
So
up,
I got a robbing story, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really that funny.
dude? Okay. Yeah. Bathroom break.
So,
Yeah, go for it.
okay, so when I was
Hold on.
okay, so I was walking home from the dentist in like grade 10,
Okay.
and coming up the hill, and then there's this kid that I went to school with, and he's with this like I don't know mid-20s guy, and so they're being all nice to me, you know. And there's that like kind of sketchy nice.
Yeah. Like where you know you're
Sounds like
about to
there's a lot
get
of
robbed.
commotion going on there.
There was a lot of commotion, so we were just.
Yeah, Leo got up to go to
Leo
the
had to
bathroom.
go
He's
to the
Dominican,
bathroom.
so sex are allowed.
Yeah. We're good though. Yeah, go on.
You know when you run into people, it's that sketchy nice. You know,
Yeah,
like,
they're
hey
too nice.
buddy,
Yeah,
how's it
Yeah,
going?
they say,
And you're like,
I
you're
like
just
your
like,
shoes.
Yeah,
I'm
nice
just like,
size
oh,
jacket,
no.
man.
Is that extra large?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no, and there's guy was like way older than me. There was one kid who I knew he was a bit rough that I went to school with, but so anyway, they're like basically, you know, give us your money. And I didn't have any money on me, and so he made me show him my wallet, and I had my bank card in there. He's like, so they made me walk to the bank, so I'm doing the walk of shame. They're going to make me empty my bank account, right?
What was was there
Yeah,
any weapons
it was-
involved? Like what was the threat here? Just you're gonna get the shit kicked out of you?
Just three high school kids and one guy that was probably like 28. And I was
Okay.
like, I can't remember, hold on. I was like 15.
Damn. How much money did you have in your bank
I was
account at
I was
15?
kind of a pussy, to be honest. What's that?
How much money did you have in your bank account at 15?
Oh, fuck, I can't remember. Like probably a couple $100, few $100, you know,
Damn.
from working the weekends and stuff. Yeah. So,
Sound like a good guy.
Yeah.
but,
That's what I used to tell
Well,
the
I
kids
was
in
a
my
blessed
neighborhood.
kid,
I used
right?
to tell the kids in my neighborhood that, because like, I'm from a real rough neighborhood, and they'd be like, we're trying to stay away from gun violence. We're doing really good in school. And I'd be like, yeah, some of you are going to be dead due to no fault of your own. And that's,
Have some fun. It's gonna end soon.
yeah, you might catch a bullet in the neck coming up, coming home from
fucking
school.
dark,
That's-
man.
But it's true.
It's like you're doing the scared straight.
Yeah, I was like,
But not even
basically-
scared straight because you're just like, hey, this is how life goes.
Yeah, it just especially in that neighborhood. They're like, man, I'm doing
What neighborhood was
good.
that?
East New York.
Oh
Brooklyn.
yeah, that's like the.
Yeah.
I remember when I was about to
Brownsville.
move. When I was about to move to America, and then there was this dude who I met at a comedy show in New York. And he was like a realtor, and I couldn't find anywhere to live. And then he was like, "I get you a place in East New York."
real cheap rent, right?
Yeah, and then I like Googled it, and I was like,
Fuck.
I was
yes.
actually like, what's wrong with you to even suggest that?
You
To
know what's
me?
crazy about
I'm like,
it?
first off, it's like an hour and a half away or something.
Yeah,
Like it's not
yeah.
even close to the city.
But it's also a little bit like it used to be. Like when back in the day, like it's like you'd see like a country fruit truck as well, like in the hood, like the weird shit. It's like
Yeah.
got a lot of displaced shit. It's like out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. So I feel horrible for you because you're just working on the weekends, being a good kid, and then some fucking old fuck wants to rob you. Now, he had to pull the knife on you to walk you to the bank? You still there, buddy?
Hey, you're talking to me? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. So I was like, no, I don't got any money in my account. He's like, oh yeah, prove it. And so basically, these four guys make me walk to the bank machine. I'm just humiliated, right? It's so humiliating. But I said I didn't have any money, and then I get there though, and I put in my card, and just when he's not looking, I selected savings account instead of checking, which I didn't have any money in. And they look and they see just 0, and they're like, "You're fucking lucky."
What?
And that was it?
Man.
See, this is why me
Well,
personally.
that was
Go ahead, go ahead.
it, except the one guy I went to school with. So I just like every day at school I'd see him. And I was just so humiliated, right?
I mean, he should have been
So,
humiliated.
yeah.
You fucking fleeced him.
Yo, you got to knot him up. Dude.
Yeah, and this is
When's,
why.
when's the reunion?
This is why I used to like robbing
Leo,
drug
can you grab me
dealers.
one of those high noons over there?
So the thing
No,
is this:
they're on the edge, like on the wall there. Just go look on the wall. Sorry.
don't rob.
Thank you, buddy.
Don't rob like good
No, high
people.
noons. One of these things.
Don't rob a drug dealer. I used to love robbing drug dealers.
You were like Omar.
I loved
That sounds
Omar.
like a bad
I loved
idea.
Omar.
You loved
no,
Omar.
No, I loved Omar. Omar, first of all, Omar from The Wire and Lafayette from True Blood helped me like overcome homophobia. I was like, oh, there's like tough gay dudes out there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
so.
you just told me you hate gay people, though. Nah.
So anyway, so like I liked to rob drug dealers, and I would watch them like figure out like how
Isn't
they
that
were
the most dangerous? Like, were you like?
Yeah, but it's
you're
high risk, high reward.
Right.
And the thing that would be
And
funny
they
all the
can't go to
time
the
is when
cops.
I would catch them in between a shift change, and I would be like cleaning out their spot, and they'd be like, "Do you know who you're robbing?"
That's like
And-
exactly
and-
like The Wire.
And I'd be like, "Yeah, I've been watching you for 2 weeks. I know exactly who
This is
I'm
like
robbing."
actually
Wait,
Yeah.
The
so
Wire.
how would you watch them?
I would just post up on the block.
wanna-
I
you
would
wanna shove
buy,
over here,
I would
Derek,
buy
actually?
drugs from them sometimes.
Hey, Derek.
What?
Shove over just
Yeah.
so he can get in frame here.
That's how you know those niggas is dumb.
Well, bro, you just there's
But I knew
during every
so
day.
I know drug dealers that put tracking stuff.
Yeah, now we're going back into the early.
Yeah, now with those.
I knew every drug dealer that I knew was a sticker boy knew someone in the group.
Yeah.
That they were sticking up.
Really?
So like, let's say you got robbed, it was somebody that you knew.
Oh, absolutely, yeah,
Or
absolutely.
you got robbed, it's somebody that you knew. It was never like they were watching me. It was. I know somebody that got taken for 500.
I'm sorry.
That got taken for 500,000.
What?
What like?
Holy.
You got taken for 5 of coke.
But then we found out who it was, and you know.
Yeah, that didn't. Yeah, that didn't end well. I mean, I guess it makes sense to rob.
Happily ever after.
Yeah,
I
I guess it makes sense.
I would also like to rob people too. They're like, you know who you're robbing? It's like, all right, give me your
That's a
wallet.
gangster.
Now I fucking.
That's a gangster. Do you know who you're robbing? And you just hit them. Shut up.
I mean, I guess that makes the most sense because, like, you want to rob someone who will not go to the authorities, right?
Yo, but that happened to me. I robbed a drug dealer one time, and he called the police.
But what did the police say?
I mean, well, I did steal his car. So,
So
yeah.
he got you for the car.
Yeah. I thought there was going to be drugs in it.
But I know somebody
None.
that got caught too. He was rubbing.
Yeah,
I know somebody that got caught.
Yeah, talking
he was,
to the mic, you motherfucking.
Yo, he was somebody that. No, he was robbing drug dealers, and they did a home invasion. They got caught for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because once you start breaking like laws, like again, because you can report a home invasion, but you can't report having all your coke stolen.
Yeah.
Because the cops go,
Right.
"What did you steal? What was stolen from you?" You're like,
Nintendo
a kilo
Switch,
of coke.
Nintendo Switch,
A lot of people don't know.
some
Home
sneakers,
invasion
and a kilo.
and a kilo of cocaine.
If you find it all, it'll be great.
He whispered it. He doesn't think he's gonna get in trouble because he's whispered and a kilo.
A home invasion is a very, very serious offense. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah, bro.
It's a very, very violent crime.
You know that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, hey guys, I gotta let you go. This call's probably.
Oh,
not
wait,
that
hold on. No. You're hanging up on us?
I hung up on him.
Nobody hangs up on us.
I hung up on him.
We hang up on you.
What the hell are you typing in here?
Why are you putting your email in?
Because I claim it on my taxes.
You
I have
responsible
to.
ass
Thank you
nigga.
so much.
Damn, this guy's really fucking
Are you
on
okay?
the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
It's getting all-
Yeah, straight arrow.
I love how we're literally talking about robbing drug dealers, and you're like, "Let me just get my email in there, just so I can write this off."
So, anyways, I was robbing them. And 1 + 1.
Bro, that's so true. I remember one time we were holding this kid, right? We were like, I kept making him like put his hands out, and I would hit the table with a hammer. I'd be like, "Where is it? Where is
Word?
it?"
Oh my
yeah, and I'd be like,
God,
wait,
yeah.
I'd be like, "I'm gonna go get your girl. I'm gonna bring your girl here too."
Also,
Like,
you kidnapped? You tied them
Yeah,
up?
but he like wouldn't answer me. But I remember I had my glasses on, and I got all sweaty, and they came down here, and I was like,
Merry Christmas.
I was like, look, bro. I was like, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Listen, fucker.
Listen, fucker. Give me the fucking money.
You're like, I can't believe this fucking Revenge of the Nerds dude's about to break my hand with a hammer.
Dude, I was doing it for hours. I go, put it out, and he'd go. And
No, I know people who have from beef got set up by girls.
Yeah.
Honeypot.
Bro, honeypot, that's what it's
Honeypot.
called?
Yeah.
Dude, they get set up by girls. They get kidnapped, thrown in the like little, you
Yeah.
know those little black things in bodegas? They get thrown down there, get fucking
Black. Oh, like the stairs?
gates.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
gates.
yeah, yeah.
Basement.
They get dog food, but they get to watch at least like BT and stuff. Like, you know?
What, so they're prisoners?
No, they just
Yeah,
walk-
you're kidnapped.
You're
You're kidnapped.
They let the
Yeah.
little cat out of the bodega to come down and pet him. Like, meow, meow.
Like, you can pet the cat, man.
What's the
The
end
cat
game?
will sleep, but you keep your company.
Bibi said you can have a kitty for one night.
What?
He usually sleeps on the wheat bread.
Oh, bro, that's hilarious.
What's the end game for that, though? How do you get out? You
They
gotta
want
pay
money.
them.
It's a ransom.
No.
Oh,
I
really?
knew like my leader got kidnapped, and they just want to really degrade you.
Yeah.
Oh, so they don't.
ultimate
It's not even for
degradation.
money.
No, they beat you up, smack you around. They have you do crazy shit.
Take your chain, probably, I would imagine, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
okay,
we got your
we got
leader.
we got a call. Another Canadian.
Oh,
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
The cops called, nigga.
Good. Calling in to say hi to Danny.
All right.
Nice. No, that's how it goes. That's the rules.
That's how it goes, my
That's
nigga.
the
Leo,
rules,
show him
man.
the shake.
Coming
That's
in
the
hot.
rules. Shout out to Johnny Glover.
We're talking about robbing
A
niggas.
lovely-
You come in, hello, hi.
Yeah. How
Fuck
dare
outta
you?
here.
Yeah.
You come in like, what's up, nigga?
No, I mean, ideally, what happens is someone you robbed calls in. Somehow, like,
Yo.
this just gets shown to them on fucking YouTube, and they go, "What's this?" They go, "That's the fucking guy that robbed me.
That's the guy.
It's like I recognize
Do
those
you ever
glasses
ever worry about that?
100%.
It's happened
like someone
to me
you robbed
before.
20 years ago.
It happened to me.
But like that's legitimately like someone like you don't even remember. That.
Yes. So let me tell you what happened. So I went to the. Yeah. So first, earlier in the day, I get off the train and I see this guy around the subway that I'm like, he looked at me and then he didn't look at me and then he was just like in my area. He was like in my orbit and I'm like, something don't sit right with me about this guy. Anyway, I go home. Hours later, I go to the bodega, which is like 3 blocks away from where I live. Now, also what you need to know is that 30 people I've known in my life have been murdered in front of this bodega.
Okay.
So
that's a
You've
little
known 30 people.
well, 27.
You know 27 people that were murdered.
Yeah. So, and you got to realize this is where I step over every day, you know, their last resting place to go get toilet paper, cigarettes,
Right.
you know yodels. So anyway, I'm in there and
chopped cheese.
Weird night. Yes, chopped cheese.
Do
Absolutely.
any of them
absolutely.
have like a sandwich named after them at the bodega?
No, this place.
That's a fucking crime.
But you want to know what's funny?
27 people murdered, and there's not one of them gets this fucking honorary sandwich.
Yo, the Danny.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the Danny.
Yo, or like Snoopy. Yo, you want the Snoopy?
The little foot,
Yeah.
the little feet.
Yo, Lil Toes, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Fingers.
Yeah,
Fingers. It's a chicken finger sandwich.
Oh.
You gotta go fucking over to that
motherfucking
bodega. You gotta, like, you gotta make it right
RIP
for
the
those
dogs.
people.
So
RIP
it's
the
funny
dogs.
that night. I get a chopped cheese and fries, right? And that night, like they had like the sign was really dirty and greasy, and they had cleaned, and it said free soda also. So I'm like, you motherfuckers. I'm like, I've been buying chopped cheese with fries here for years, and I was like, you guys owe me like 3 cases of soda, right?
I'll take 6 quarter waters.
Quarter water. Yo, remember?
What the fuck's a quarter water?
A quarter water is
Yo,
those.
you see this nigga's not
I'm
from
from
Canada.
Canada.
It's
Yeah.
like Kool-Aid in a little 6
Yeah.
ouncer with a tinfoil top
Yep.
on it.
Dog.
They're
Holy
yellow, they're
shit.
green, they're blue. The whole
This is
coal
the
can
Canadian-
hold.
Yeah, we'll hold them.
The coal can hold. So that particular evening, I'm the only one in there, and I saw these guys hanging outside. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw that guy who I saw at the by the subway earlier in the day. I'm like, huh. So they're looking at me. One guy pokes his head in, and then I hear them go, "Yeah, that's him." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's him." I'm like,
It's probably like the last thing you ever want to hear.
yeah, and I look over at it, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, and I yell out, I go, yo, what the fuck did I do? Right? And nobody says anything, and they're just hovering right there. And they gave me my food, bro. I grabbed it. I like took 2 steps back, and then I just darted through the door into traffic. They like came after me. I'm like fucking weaving around cars. I got way ahead of them, and I went back to my place. But until I moved like 3 weeks later. Till this day, I still don't know what the fuck that shit was about. But I can
But I
guarantee.
mean, like, you're on posters for comedy shows all the time. Like, your whereabouts are pretty well advertised.
I mean, I think I'm more known now
Yes.
than I was then.
Nobody
And
knew this
nobody even
nigga.
really knows why I'm still in
Well,
there.
you know what that revenge shit? It's like, not to get all serious, but so my sister's deceased, my brother-in-law, he did federal time. He's 19 to 26. Tons of weight in Michigan, where you usually get
What's
like
19 to 26 age?
19 to 26 is federal time, hard time, right out of dropping out of high school. Whatever.
Okay.
But what happened is years later, he's with my sister, like 7 years ago. 400 pounds, notch, they called him, big dude. He did these comedy shows on the side. He wanted to be like this dude. He couldn't work anywhere because when you get out, he's trying to paint a house even. He can't do shit. So he's like trying to, make my sister happy because she only dated drug dealers. She's like, where's the coach purse? He's like, I don't got him no more. She's like, I don't like this. But anyways, this guy walked up to him, skinny little black dude, and Notch said, oh, you still mad about that little, like that? And he goes, I guess so. Came back an hour later and put 4 bullets in his head, execution style.
Killed him.
And from 20 years ago, the beef. 20 years ago. The dude did that. And then he went and hid at his girl's house, and the girl ratted him out. The guy's in jail. But,
Anyways, if anybody just wants to know, we're at currently the New York Comedy Club.
Yeah.
I'm on at 12. I'm on at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
We're New York Comedy Club in Atlantic.
We're at the comedy shop on Bleecker, ladies and gentlemen.
Grizzly Bear, come find
no
us.
one here.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. So like that's what I look. You know what's? You want to hear some crazy shit? Allegedly, I did this.
Allegedly.
Because attempted murders are big things. But I really assaulted this guy with a machete, and
You just watched Warriors. It came out. You got the wrong weapon, bro.
I was like, I felt Asian, and I was like, who are you? What are you doing here? No. Are you the enemy? No, and
You think I'm gonna fall on this sword?
I was like, I will cut you. No, and then one day I was in a club line and he was right behind me. Right behind me. He didn't do nothing though.
Yeah,
And
but
his
the
friend
fact
didn't
that
do
you
nothing.
knew that he was
And
behind
he
you.
knew, we both knew, and I was
Yeah.
like, and he knew, I could see it in his face. He was like, and then so the thing is about me, I've always looked like a pussy. That's why I needed the face tattoos, because I was like, everybody thought like I was like not tough, because I was skinny, small, very young looking. And
He was a child. He was
Yeah,
12. Yeah. He
I was very young looking
Yeah,
at the
he
age
was
of
looking how he
12.
was supposed to look. Yeah.
Niggas
No, I
think
don't like how I look. I look like a kid, man.
I had no pubes, man. Come on, no. So
You fucking you chop someone up with a
He's
machete?
like, I turned 18. I grew a
100%.
beard.
I
and
cut so many people with machetes. A lot. I cut
Leo,
like.
stop. Fucking
Yeah.
stop.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
I've
allegedly.
never cut anybody.
You're
I
not-
cut
This
me.
is
You are not a citizen of
I
this
do
country.
like probably what do I do 3-4 streams a week for a year. This is by far the most alleged felonies that have been admitted.
No, that
on
I
one
can't
stream.
get charged for those though. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Was it past the
Statute.
statute of
I think
limitations?
so. Like what, a felony? Yeah, I didn't kill no one.
He's like, I don't know for
in these
sure, but
stories,
maybe.
Yeah,
you
of
know?
course. Yeah.
It's just jokes, baby.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
this is a comedy podcast.
This is a joke.
Live
Yeah.
from Stand Up New York's lovely green room on the Upper West Side.
Live from the Grizzly Pear,
And again,
Midtown.
this is all a character. Everybody thinks I'm serious just because I got head tattoos.
Yeah.
But it's all a character. This is all made up.
Yeah.
And clearly a bootleg Stranger Things hat.
Dude, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not
Stranger,
even
it's not Stranger Things.
It's Dominican
Yo,
things.
Dominican things.
yo,
I mean,
the
Presidente.
Leo's
Presidente things.
Yo, Leo's fucking YouTube video of a comedian destroys heckler is just going to be totally something else.
That's what it's gonna be.
It's going to be like the
Comedian kills
comedian destroys heckler video to end all comedian destroys heckler.
They're wheeling
videos.
him out on a gurney. Leo's like, hey, yo, big booty
Hey,
bitch.
that nigga shot, coño. Ooh, look at him bleed. Oh, hey.
Yo, you need some fabuloso. Wow.
Pow. Presidente. No.
You know what's funny though?
Holy fuck.
Dude, you know what's the worst? When you try to shoot somebody and you don't hit them. You ever shot at a dude 8 times? I'm like,
Honestly, I don't think this is one of your bits, but I wish it was. You're just like at a fucking show trying to work that
Bro.
out. It'd be like, you know what it's like when you're trying to shoot someone, you miss them, and people are like,
Hey.
not really.
3
no,
years ago.
I don't really know that.
3 years ago, we're at a mic, right? We're at a mic, and Leo's up, and he goes, he's doing well, and then he's trying stuff out. It's the mic, and he goes, you guys ever take a man's life and watch it fleet from his eyes? And everybody got quiet, and then Leo goes, me neither, because I ran.
You don't stay in the scene.
Listen for the punchline, not the content.
Yeah, yo, listen. Facts. Allegedly. Brought to you by this. Where are we?
Brought to you by the Department of Homosexuality.
Yeah.
Eastville Comedy Club in Brooklyn, New York. Green Room.
Old Man
We're at the
Hustle.
cellar. We're at the cellar.
Yeah, Broadway Comedy Club with Sheba. She's
We're at Three Monkeys.
We're at 3 monkeys.
3 monkeys.
All right, we got a call. This is guy's does comedy actually. Hey, what's up, Goob?
Yo, what's up? So this one time I was at this movie theater, right? And I was up on the balcony, and I had this fake vomit, and I threw it down on top of the people down below.
I would've fucked
and then they right. And then everyone down below started vomiting on each other because they thought it was real. And so everyone just started
I
throwing
thought you were
up
going to say I
everywhere.
took a machine gun out and unloaded into everybody.
That is
beneath
closer
me.
to my fan base.
Bro, that sounds like Stand By Me when they ate the pies and started throwing up. I don't know.
It's from the Goonies.
It's from the Goonies. I'm just trying to rescue this shit because it's a mess, dude.
I disagree.
Where you from? What's your name?
I'm the goat, man.
He's the Goob. He's a comic.
Goob?
He's a comic from North Carolina.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah,
Fucking whack
what's up?
name, nigga.
Do you do good nights?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm out here not murdering people, so
Nobody's murdering.
That sounds like you're not murdering.
Are you fucking vegan too, bro?
I don't. Is the Goob murdering on stage though? That's what I want to know. What do you say, Dan? What say you?
Goob. No, he sends. We watch on Patreon show sometimes. He sends in a stand-up.
He's good.
This is new.
Okay.
I'm mediocre.
He's working at it.
Ah, hell yeah.
He's working
Keep
at
doing-
it. I
keep
mean,
doing
dude, we
my
know how
nigga.
hard it is.
Yeah, keep doing that shit, my nigga.
He's taking chances. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I like that shit. I like that shit.
Do you call yourself
I
the,
am
the,
taking chances.
the
Yeah.
Goob on stage?
No,
He's
that's
actually
just
divorced, but he's living with his ex-wife.
Yo, damn.
no longer.
No longer? Oh, when did that happen? Congrats, man.
So I moved her out last Thursday.
Johnny Glover.
I helped her move out last Thursday, and then last Friday was my 30th birthday. So it was.
Happy birthday, dude.
Congratulations, my boy.
Dude, you helped her move out?
That's why I didn't like
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, use a
Simp.
bitch.
Yeah. You should have left that
I
bitch
mean,
do all
I
her
guess.
work.
I didn't really do much. I just I didn't help much, but yeah, I was there, I suppose.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
Goob,
How
you
do
can't be
feel?
letting her treat you like no bitch like that.
Well,
dog.
then it's over. It's done
Yeah.
with.
Yo, you want us to do something to her for you?
Listen, man, I'm not saying allegedly we can.
Yeah.
But-
Where you at? In North Carolina, I got people out there. I know about the sparrow.
Yeah, nigga.
I know some
Sparrow?
doormen at good nights.
I'll send one of those pigeons with a letter.
So
in
much
it.
aggression.
Yeah. Well,
Yo, people who hurt people got to know they did something wrong.
hurt
you know what
people,
I mean?
hurt people, right?
Hurt people.
Yeah.
You know what
Have you
happened
never
to-
heard that, man?
Yeah. You know why I started stabbing people?
Hurt people.
Because he got cheated on.
Nah, nigga stole my Twinkie. Fuck that. I couldn't handle that. That shit traumatized
He wanted his yellow dye number 5 bag.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, nigga. You know how hungry I was, nigga?
My mom wouldn't let me have ice cream one night, and after that, I went on my.
It's always a woman's fault. It's always at the end of the day. It's,
It's
some chick's
always a
fault.
woman,
Some-
bro.
Some chick's fault is like.
a woman.
Did you break up with the girl? She break up with you?
It was pretty mutual.
It was her.
That's always good. That's always
Did
good.
she cheat on you, my brother?
No cheating.
Yeah.
You didn't cheat on her either?
Nah.
Oh, you guys are lame.
No, it
as
was
fuck.
an uneventful. It was an uneventful breakup, man. It was very uneventful.
One of those
You
things.
just fell out
I
of
told
love
him
with
because I was
each
like,
other.
"This is like he." At the time, we were talking about his comedy. I'm like, "Man, you got to talk about this shit." And he's like, "It's not even. It's not
even
about it."
funny.
It's like it's just like a so.
Yeah, it's
But
not.
that's the funniness
Just
about
like
it,
a
that it
milk
wasn't
toast.
even.
Damn
Yeah.
So you
There
know,
was
you guys
nothing
never
funny.
got physical
Its
or nothing?
boringness is funny.
Yeah, like yo, I was mad that nothing.
I mean,
You might be right.
that was my
You
first.
might
That
be
was
right.
my first instinct. I go like, "Oh, that's hilarious. You live with your fucking ex-wife."
That is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
That's mad funny.
Leo's been broken up with the same girl about 7 times the past
Oh, you're in
2
one of
months.
those, dude.
It's tumultuous.
I got teardrop tattoos. You think I'm not gonna have a toxic relationship? What do
Look,
you expect from me?
look at his fingernails.
But I do have fingernails. Cause listen, when you shoot niggas, it balances out.
Yeah.
You could do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Two- you shoot
that's what
two-
you want, huh? Is to be like, can you describe the guy who shot at you? He goes, yeah, he had painted fingernails.
Yeah, and he yelled. He went like this.
All of them were different. I think you'll be able to find him pretty
and
fucking
when he
easy.
shot him, he went bang. Women's
All right,
rights.
later, Goob.
That's what he.
I didn't have a megaphone. Here's my gun.
LGBTQ rights.
No, I shoot niggas like this. I shoot niggas like
bang.
That's all you miss 8 times?
I always miss. Yeah. I guess
Leo
so.
goes.
Alright.
Boo. Do the people like it or no?
I think they like it. Yeah, they like it. But I gotta wrap this up. I gotta catch a
Yeah,
flight
I
to
gotta
Canada.
stand. Yeah, I gotta. Spot.
Yo,
I gotta catch a flight to
fucking-
Canada in the morning.
Danny P, I love you.
Dude, I appreciate you. Plug all your shit, guys. Plug all your shit. Where do people find
All
you?
right. I'm gonna be in Chicago next month with Aaron. I'll let Aaron say all that. But if you can and you're in New York, December 21st, come to 23-in-1 Comedy. That's me, Gio, Sam Santos. We got a crazy lineup for you. You can get tickets at thestandnyc.com.
You could check me out on Wanted Posters. I'm still. No, check me out at Leo Comedy 7 on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, that's about it, dog. Yeah, that's about it.
Aaron Putnam, comic_Aaron Putnam, and AaronPutnamLive.com for all my dates on the road and Chicago shows and New
Cool.
York shows.
And I'll put those on the
yeah.
description
Right.
of the shit. All right.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, everybody. Play the out. By the way, shout out to Chad TurnUp, whose his song's coming out
Johnny
in,
Glover.
Thanks, Chad.
December 24th. And is the outro song. And shout out to Nameless Wallaby for the intro song as well. Play the outro. Shout out to Johnny Glover, our producer. We'll see you next week.
Really a poet, you know it, all my shit heroic. Empathic abilities, yeah, my face be also stoic. Beat blow up, nigga, that just means I'm working. They see me as a leader, so that's why I'm Captain Kirkin. These tracks from the stars, that much is for certain. You can fit this hit if you up or if you hurting. I'm raising my stock, not talking my feet in some Birkin. Number Johnny 5, got a fucking short circuit. Bring the track the life when I spit phenomenal. When I hit, she feel that shit in her abdominals. These rappers make me laugh like comic view, they comical. You know I got a ball out, I hit the track running just like Sonic do. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. And they tried to down me on some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Then they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah.